Hi, hello, my name is Hero, and welcome to my channel dedicated to all things Cat Empire. We know what we're here for. Cat Empire surprise dropped a new single this morning, presumably the last one before the album comes out. This one is titled Owl and was released on YouTube and other streaming platforms. Today we are going to watch the visualizer that they released on YouTube, which basically looks like the new album's album cover, but set in motion like a storybook. So that's a nice little background visual, a little Subway Surfer mind-numbing thing we can play while we listen along. New song, Owl, and this one's beefy. 5 minutes, 16 seconds.
The olives at a ghost town are sitting by my window, daring me out. As I sit there by my piano, I let spiders take my hands, daring the words to entwine. Why is there so much loving? Why is there so much trouble? The rhetorical.
This feels like their previous single, Rock and Roll, but extended.
It's just a song sung for the
loving the strings.
So don't be scared, don't be shy, don't even ask why. One shot and slam down, got fire in my belly. I turn and that out, that's taken to the air. I know where that one goes, I know where that one flies, and I'll follow it tonight. One more for this leg.
Got a nice little Latin break buried in this.
One more for the sky, and the fire down below. One more for the night, where the purple lilacs grow. One more for the dead, and one more for the road. On one hand is tattooed joy, on one hand is tattooed strife. And I've been boxing half of my life. What's the difference to red? What's the difference between the nomads and the championship high? So high I look down, the ground is like speckles. The isle of my mind I've taken to the air. The witch in time arrives, banned by my side. We step into the lights. One more for this life, one more for this show, one more for the sky, when the fire down below. One more for the night, where the purple lilacs grow. One more for the day, and one more for the road.
This one is so smooth and consistent throughout, but like also exciting. Nice. That is sick.
In my dream there was a mechanical bull. I watched it on a screen, and it was blocking me from entering my life. In the next scene there was a rain of arrows, and the matador and the bull both got drenched in those fine diagonal lines. I was director, I was matador, and the bull was my name. When I woke I was drenched from the storm where I came. As the sweat on my body got cold, I started shivering and shivering and shivering and shivering. And I know where that one goes, I know where that one flies, and I'll follow it tonight.
Nice. I like the hold on that last note. You could even hear some uneven air escaping one of the instruments, it was a nice play out of all the notes. That was a good song. I think it got a little long at the end. Last minute I started to tune out a bit, but that can be also the appeal and the turn off of a Cat Empire song. Sometimes you're feeling those long jams, and sometimes you like them a little punchier. And Cat Empire songs have been a little shorter in runtime recently, so that one I had to bring my brain back to a more long form, jammy track. And it didn't even deviate that much in those last parts, which is why I was starting to tune out a bit. I also had a thought at one point during that second to last, maybe it was the last verse, where Felix was just singing a lot about matadors and bulls. I'm like, man, he really likes singing about matadors and bulls, doesn't he? It's not a negative, just an observation. Ollie brought a lot to the table this time, the keyboard player. I liked all of his parts. Lots of great Latin breaks and build-ups, and basically every quintessential thing that he brings to the band, he brought to this song. Nailed it, as he usually does. I really just loved all the strings for this song, though. The whole texture of everything. It was too bad that it felt like it kind of meandered near the end, because the build-up was very fun and smooth, and it started out very exciting before it plateaued near the end for me to more like, okay. But I'm definitely excited to give it more listens, and I like it. How do we compare the singles at this point? With this one, me not having as much time with it. But if I were to rank them all, I would probably go... Which would I listen to first? This or Thunder Rumbles? Yeah, honestly, I think it would be Thunder Rumbles at the bottom, Owl next, then Money Coming My Way, and then the top one would be Rock and Roll. Rock and Roll has been my favorite single so far. Final thoughts. The beat was very fun and danceable. I'm sure if I saw this song live, it would be a really fun one, especially if they did play it kind of adjacent to Rock and Roll. I think the two songs would feed well into each other. That's enough of what I think. What did you think of the new Cat Empire track, Owl? Are you excited for the new album, Where the Angels Will Fall, releasing August 25th? Of course you are. That's a redundant question. Thanks for watching. Life Party Animal. And this is the part where you say, non-stop rock and roll.